the new meaning that we want to have to that experience. And then what we are doing is then we are just planting it in our subconscious thought. Okay. And we do that through repetition and conditioning. Repetition over duration. And that's important because the more repetition over the longer duration equals a stronger muscle. Okay. Imagine doing a bicep curl. And instead of doing 10 of them, we do 100 of them. Instead of doing 100 of them, we do 500 of them. Instead of doing 500 of them, we do 1,000 of them. Like, if we do 1,000 of them, or if we do 10 bicep curls, there is a large difference in the muscle's strength and ability. So just remember that it isn't, nothing works unless there is conditioned repetition. And conditioned just means we do it over a long enough duration for it to become muscle memory or subconscious, like the synaptic pathway to become the strongest and out-compete all others. Because that's how we discipline our mind, is we just create the positive synaptic pathways become the strongest. Negative synaptic pathways become the weakest. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like if all the negative habits or negative behaviors become weaker than the positive behavior, it is harder for me to run a negative behavior because it requires more force. So when we have stronger synaptic pathways for our positive behaviors, what happens is it becomes easier to take those positive behaviors, but it also becomes harder to revert back to negative behaviors. So it's sort of like when I become conditioned in being a nice or a kind person, it becomes harder for me to be rude to someone unless there's a reason. Because it's a part of who I am. So over a long enough duration, between 30 to 90 days, it becomes a part of who we are and who we become. So understanding the importance of full brain activation is just understanding that we are not just consciously reprogramming our conscious mind, but we are reprogramming our unconscious mind. And our unconscious mind moves at a higher rate than our conscious mind does. So what